If you feel confused about so many AI tools that promise you to save you time in your architecture and construction project, you are not alone. It's 1.5 years that I'm exploring the field of AI in IoC, and I still discover tools every day. I have new use cases that arise me by talking with architects, by with engineers, and it's difficult to organize all this content in my head, but also in my online database. So basically, I use multiple tools like Obsidian, I use Notion, I use Airtable. But at the end, I have some duplication. I do some duplicate work. There are tools that I just forget about it and so on. And today I'm going to talk about you about a new platforms that I just created that I released today that will allow you to get access to this same information that I collected for 1.5 years in an organized way where everything is connected together. So the tools are connected to the use cases, which are connected to the video which talk about it, and so on. If you don't know me, my name is Sebastian. I am a former architect. I work in architecture for 10 years roughly, and then I switched to web development for 15 years. So now I have a good knowledge of the two domain, and since 1.5 years, I'm dedicating myself to explore the field of AI in IoC and to help other architects to use it practically to save time and concentrate on their core business, which is to me to be able to design a project, to organize the project with other human and to discuss and so on, but not to fill Excel sheet or to extract some data from an obscure BIM model. So today I'm going to show you the platform. I'm very happy to have it, and to be honest, one month ago I didn't even have the ambition to do that, but it went very fast. I am a developer, as you know, so it's not a problem to me to develop some web application. But with AI and especially with a tool named Cursor, I go very, very fast, and it's a pleasure to concentrate on the feature. I have an idea, and I can realize this idea in a matter of minutes and not in a matter of days or hours. And now with this new platform, I can really do what I want, which is to share at the same time the content that I learn about AI in IoC, the tools, the use case, and so on. You will see on my screen. And at the same time, create a community where people can discuss and share their use case, share their plans, their problem, and so on to have a response to their question. So what is this platform? So the platform is for now named AIX Arch for architecture. Maybe the name will change in the future, but for now it's the name I found that I think is understandable from architecture professional point of view. So in this platform, now I'm connected with my own account. You can create an account for free. It's when you create an account, you can have access to more content, but also to save as a favorite your favorite content. And soon you will have access to many more features that are only available when you create an account. So what type of information there is in this platform? So basically, I started with two main information, which is use cases and tools. So use cases to me is the specific workflow that you want to use AI on. So workflows that are not only AI workflow but also architecture workflows that you need to do in your daily work. So if you search with BIM, for example, in BIM, we have 2D plan conversion to BIM model. So this is a type of workflow. You have a 2D map in DWG or in PNG as an image, and you want to transform it to a BIM model so that you don't have to redo the BIM model by hand. So this is, of course, possible. There are, for now, two tools that I identify using enabling this use case, which are Polycam and WiseBeam. So basically, this is how I associated use case with tools. I don't associate the use case with a specific tool. I associate the use case with the tool type. And the tool type, like 3D scanning software, 3D scanning tools, comprise Polycam, WiseBeam, and maybe other in the future. After I have some task, that are not always very precise because this task list I did it with AI, and I did it. I will probably do it again with a better prompt. But for now, it gives you idea of what are the steps you need to do to perform this use case. After I filled also the problem, which problem you have it if you don't use AI. So, for example, if you don't have AI to convert a 2D plan to a BIM model, you spend a lot of time, of course. It's duplicate work and so on and so forth. And also the input output. To me, when you think about using AI, basically you always think about um, taking something from a state A to transform it to a state B. So to me is what AI is doing. It's transform something from one state to another. And if you start to think like that, you will see that there are all these state could be connected together. You could transform my voice into a transcript, which is transformed from a transcript to a meeting report and so on. Here you have a button. If you click on it, you have a form and you can contact me. I will receive your questions. So if you have any question about this use case, don't hesitate. Of course, if I will be overwhelmed by question, I will find a way to be more efficient. But for now, I just answer by hand. So if you take the time to fill your problem, you will have my response, and we will be able to continue the discussion if you want. After, you have the tool, of course, which are, of course, what people choose first when they start with AI. Though I'm not sure it's a good way to do. I think it's better to start with your own workflow to have a kind of introspective of your company, how it works, what are the problems that you have on a daily basis, where you lose time for a bad reason. For example, if you spend 3 hours doing a meeting report, will the project will be better at the end? I'm not sure. And so this is not a value-added task, and you can use AI for that. And what type of tool I put in this list and how I select the tool? It's questions that you can ask. So basically, I choose tools that are either dedicated for AEC or either a generalist tool, but that will be useful for architects. There are tools that are only useful for more technical people, like, for example, NA10, and tools that are more generalist, like OTER, which is a meeting report tool. The same for image. You could have tools that could be used by any type of creative, and tools that are dedicated to architecture, like Fenestra. So in the future, I will add more information about the tool. For example, what feature do the tool have? Currently, I listed the category in which I feel I put the tool. So, for example, let's put something. I was talking about Spatio, for example, on which I did a video. I did an interview of Spatio co-founder, and Spatio is a tool to do some early stage design. So to find the project concept in a much more agile and fast way than using Revit or Archicad. But the category is early stage design tool or feasibility tool. Okay, I put 3 categories. Maybe in the future there will be 1 or 2. But inside this big scope, you can further detail which feature do Spatio have. So I think in Spatio you have, for example, performance analysis, you have AI generative design, you have manual editing of the generative design, you have an export to AFC, etc., etc. So this source of information is quite hard to summarize because often on the landing page you don't have so much information. So I'm just exploring the possibilities that the site owner, the app owner, could fill this information for me. But of course, they have other things to do. So I will progressively enable them to do that. And at the same time, I will explore some automation to get the content from their landing page. So this is the tool. And the tools are related to the use case. So the same way that we relate the tool, the use case to the tool. So you answer the question, to perform this use case, which tool can I use? And at the reverse side, you can say, okay, this tool seems awful, but awesome. Sorry, this tool seems awesome. But what can we do with that? So basically, this block related use cases is what it answers to. So this is tools, and after the tools, so of course, are categorized. So you can also search like this. You search an AI, a knowledge base is something that I am working on. I'm working on a tool named SuperArchi. So in this category, there are also Cogram, there are also OE, there are also Notebook LM. So you have several tools to choose from. But of course, we would like to have more detail to know what are the prices, what are the features, and so on. So in the next future, it will come. And after you have a concept library. So the idea is to introduce you to concepts that you possibly don't know. So this is a kind of dictionary of concept, but of course it's more useful when it's connected to the content. There will be a connection. For example, if you are on the image generation or outpainting, for example, you are searching about an outpainting. So if you don't know what is outpainting, you could benefit from this short definition. And after you have the video. So here the idea is that on YouTube there are many videos that are very insightful where you can learn a lot. But if you just consume the YouTube content on YouTube with the algorithms that try to show you video of many things and maybe a bit of AI in AEC, a bit of other thing, maybe there are some influencers, some channels that you don't know, and me as a professional in the field, I can have a more global view on what exists. So the idea here is to group the video, but also to connect the video with the tool, with the use case. So currently there are only video from my channel, Future Architecture, but in the next month, of course, I will add more. If you search about Snaptrude, for example, which is a tool also to do some early stage design, here you see that the video is connected to the tool. So we can know about this tool, what people are talking about, if you have an interview of the co-founder, and so on and so forth. So basically, that is it for now. If you create an account, you can access to all this content for free. You could have access to all the use cases that I identify of AI in IoC. There are more that are coming, of course. You can have access to my library of tools, the same libraries that I'm using when I'm giving some courses to architects. And you can have access to a library of content to help you understand what is AI and how you can use it practically. Thank you very much to have watched this video till the end. If you like this type of content, please give a thumb up to this video. It helps me a lot to popularize what I do to help architects and architecture professionals to learn AI and use it practically. If you want to suggest a new feature for AI Arch and what I do, don't hesitate in the comment. Maybe also if you have a name idea, it could be a good idea because AI X Arch is quite difficult to pronounce. So there are probably a better naming. And keep learning AI, keep using it, keep testing it in your daily practice so you save time on a daily basis. You could concentrate on your main task, your main work, which is to design, to get inspiration, to be a creative people, and so on, and not spend time anymore with the Excel sheet or doing some meeting report on a Saturday afternoon. See you soon in the next video. Bye bye.